Yeah, like I ain't seen back, man.
208 pounds. I'm down 19 pounds from the start of the cut. Spent the last 4 days, Monday through Thursday, I was in the field all week. And miraculously enough, I was able to hit 200 grams of protein each day. But I haven't been to the gym in a week, and I'm deciding I need to rewrite my split anyways. But I go to the field Monday through Friday next week, so I'm cooked regardless in that aspect. So I've just decided I'm hitting shoulders and arms today, maybe just triceps. I'm not sure yet, but I've decided that I'm gonna begin my bulk probably July 1st. And by bulk, I just mean not in a deficit. Because I would probably start taking the bulk pretty seriously around September when I don't need to look good. But as of right now, so my birthday, for those of you who don't know, which is probably all of you, is late June. So by late June, I want to enjoy my summer, you know. Obviously you can enjoy yourself on a cut, but I don't want to track everything. So realistically, the end of the cut will go my birthday. No, like a week beforehand, because I'm going on vacation. Say middle of June. June 15th is the end of the cut. It is May 2nd, which gives me a month and a half to drop to 200. That's my goal. If I don't hit that goal, I'm gonna keep cutting and just screw my happiness, because I failed, you know? And I don't reward myself when I fail. Obviously, no one should ever do that. That just leads to laziness. You have to be disciplined enough to set a goal for yourself and be able to take yourself to that goal without failing. Obviously, unrealistic goals exist. And if you have an unrealistic goal for yourself, then you're not gonna get that goal. I wanna look like Rich Piana naturally. That's not gonna happen. I also want a 2,000 pound total naturally. Is that going to happen? Probably not. But those are long-term goals. I mean, short-term goals, obviously I'm good at cutting. I've dropped 19 pounds since March 1st. That's it's been 2 months. I've dropped 10 pounds a month. But that's just a good old calorie deficit. But I gotta dial in now, because I've kind of been, the progress has slowed down. And obviously for an average person, I don't mean to sound narcissistic, but I feel I lose weight faster than most people, which it comes with a good metabolism, but also I've been sticking around 2,900 calories right now, and I think I gotta lower that a little bit just because it's kind of slowed down. But I'm also very impatient and have really unrealistic standards for myself. So if by June 1st I'm not 203 pounds, I'm gonna eat 1,000 calories a day. That's just the way it is. Anyways, my wife made me lasagna last night. It was the most heavenly thing I've ever tasted as I was in the field for the past 4 days. But yeah, I'm just shoulders and arms. Code Layman Lifts. Raw Nutrition.
The music just turns me on.
Hardstyle pre-workout and ecstasy.
We are locked in. We got 3 eggs, 5 tablespoons of egg whites, one of these Oikos yogurts, and 2 tablespoons of organic tomato ketchup. 375 calories and 42 grams of protein. That's a good way to start the day. And obviously, you need some water before anything. After my workout yesterday, I was thinking, as one does, right? And I was asking myself, how could I turn my 5-day split into a 4-day split, right? Because currently my lifting philosophy is low volume, low reps, high intensity, train to failure or as close to failure as possible, right? But with that philosophy, fatigue also builds very fast. So it's almost like I need a 3rd rest day, or at least like an active rest day where I work on like mobility and stuff, which that was my original plan, but also like some days I just have to get things done. So that's the day to skip. Oh, I forgot to put my shaker in the dishwasher. But I gotta stop walking around. I gotta think, right? So I was kind of thinking to myself, right? My back day, all my back day is 2 sets of lat pull-downs, 2 sets of upper back rows, 2 sets of single arm lat pull-downs, 2 sets of rear delts, and 2 sets of shrugs, right? Rear delts can be placed on my shoulder because it's also a shoulder exercise. You can either put on the back of your shoulder day. I just kind of throw it around depending on where I feel like it should be. But if I put that on my shoulder day, then I put my traps after my deadlifts. That just leaves me, forget biceps, right? Just back, focusing on back here. That just leaves me with 2 sets of lat pull-downs, 2 sets of rows, and 2 sets of single arm pull-downs, right? And that literally would take me about 20 minutes. And I'm not trying to show up to the gym for 20 minutes and leave, right? So I was thinking, how can I disperse my back workouts throughout the rest of my split, right? And I was thinking, for my upper back, I can throw that on my shoulder day as well, and then do arms on a completely different day, and just have a shoulder and upper back day. And then I can do my pull-downs before my deadlifts. So 1, it'll help activate my lats more and help warm me up. So I don't need to spend as long warming up for deadlifts. And 2, it would only add like 15 minutes, not even like 10 minutes to the beginning of my workout, which then helps me get more rest, right? I'm gonna be in the field Monday through Friday, so it's not even gonna be like I'm gonna be able to play around with this. But I'm deadlifting today, so I'm gonna do my pull downs. I'm gonna do my pull downs before, then my single arm pull downs afterwards with traps as well. And I'm gonna see how that goes. Also, another thing, real quick, little tidbit of information about deodorant. For as long as I can remember, which isn't very long, I've been using Old Spice, right? And it's worked great. I've loved this. I love this scent. It's great. But every now and then, I would get these bad rashes, like in my armpits and like a little down my arm. And I would be like, what the hell is this, you know? And I couldn't figure it out. My wife had no idea what it is. I did a little bit of research. There's an ingredient in a lot of deodorant. It's called talc, which is mined close to asbestos, which gives you cancer and chemical burns, right? Now, it doesn't say it back here. I made that. But I had to switch over to a talc-free deodorant. I'm using Degree right now, and I hope it's good because I bought this in bulk. But I haven't had any chemical burns or rashes in my armpits since. And it's not just me. I know there's a lot of other people that get the burns and the rashes from, at least the blue gel ones. They're terrible for you. Stop buying them. Also, one last thing before I wrap up this video, right? Never give up, right? This is corny as hell, right? Never give up. You keep focusing on your dreams, right? If you give up, you're a loser, right? You can't say, I gave up, without saying, I gay, right? Are you? No. So don't give up, right? Anyways, that's it for today. I have things to take care of. So, see y'all next time.